Welcome to Channel 3 News and American News Network with Ronald and Morgan.
Greetings, everybody. We here at Channel 3 Art Appreciation come to Lakeland, Florida to bring you
Florida Polytechnic University, one of the most state-of-the-art and power-efficient universities in the nation.
As you can see to the university behind me, Florida Polytechnic holds itself as a bright example of the futurism America can hold.
And not only futurism, Cubism as well. We'll bring that to you today on Channel 3 Art Appreciation.
Stay tuned!
Futurism is an artistic movement that began in Italy in 1909. As opposed to the traditional ways of Italian art, Futurism focused on the modern technological advances in society. Although the movements did make development in some interesting architecture, most of the contributions to Futurism were artists who worked in traditional medias such as painting and sculpture.
Futurism began its transformation of Italian culture on February 20th, 1909, with the publication of the Futurist Manifesto, authored by writer Filippo Tommaso Marinetti. The Futurist Manifesto was published on one of France's most popular newspapers called Le Figaro. Marinetti would come to produce other pieces of work through Le Figaro, celebrating the machine age, the triumph of technology over nature, and opposing early artistic traditions.
Once Futurism began, the art style of it wasn't truly defined at first. The early stages of Futurism included its members that had worked in an eclectic range of styles inspired by Post-Impressionism. An example of the defined futuristic style was found in Severini. He was atypical in his interest in divisionism.
Divisionism involved breaking down light and color into a series of striped dots and stripes, and breaking the picture plane into segments to reach an intense sense of depth. Divisionism was rooted in the color theory of the 19th century, and the pointillist works of painters such as George Seurat.
In the development of these new styles of Futurism, artists began to develop a new style known as Cubism.
Ronald, what are you doing?
Why, my friends, you've just caught me drawing Cubism. You might be asking yourself, what is Cubism? Well, follow me and I'll show you.
Cubism's origins began in Paris, France, 1907. Like Futurism, Cubism diverted from traditional works of art from that period and location.
The Cubism movement was led by Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque. In their artworks, instead of using traditional single viewpoint, they would bring their art to work with three-dimensional pieces.
Cubism is divided into two separate movements, the analytic phase from 1907 to 1912 and the synthetic phase from 1913 throughout the 1920s.
The synthetic phase of Cubism was essential to the art. Cubism during this time period would include abstract and uncommon art materials such as newspaper. This time period would also derive messages of war since the phase was during World War II.
Today, we've gone over the key points of Futurism and Cubism back in the 1920s.
We hope that our program has allowed you to see what Futurism has done for us in the past and in the present. This is Channel 3 signing out.